Okay, so one day I got bored and decided to make a video blog of myself and my life and all these random things that happen in my life. And I thought I'd put it on YouTube because it seems to be the place where everyone uploads videos and it all looks so good and stuff. So, yeah, I should probably start with telling you why I've got a tooth missing at the front. And it's because when I lived in Wigan, which is near to where I live now, me and my friends had a little dog together, and I was out walking it one day, and the only way I can describe it to you is the park where I took the dog has got like a little fenced off area, and it's got all sand in it and swings and that, so I thought, right, okay, I can go in that little bit, even though you know a lot of dogs, but took the dog in it, let it off its lead, and the dog was proper running around, and yeah, I sat on the swings, and like the dog kept, running up me, and like I'd lie back on the swing and swing myself, and the dog would just lie on my chest and try and hold on, because it was a weird dog like that. It used to go on seesaws and everything. So after a bit on the swings, I got a little bit bored, so I thought, okay, I'll go on the seesaw. That were it, yeah. And I sat down on the seesaw, and then the dog was at the other side of the park, and I remember calling it over and going all like, come on Jack, come on Jack. So he came bounding over, jumped up me, and then as he got to like here on me, his head caught my mouth, and I just felt something crunch, and it's like, oh my god, that is so not right. So, and that's why I have a tooth missing. Fun, isn't it? And then that was like, it must have been like 2 years ago or something like that. It was quite a while ago. And then, yeah, because it'll cost me £198 on the NHS, I've never actually got around to saving the money myself. And then there was a while back when I went to go and get like the thing done, like all the impressions taken and all that, and they put an injection in my mouth, and because I was still living in Wigan and having like loads of problems there, I hadn't eaten that day, and they injected me, and they said, right, well, you have to go and wait for 10 minutes down in the waiting room. So off I go and sat in the waiting room, and all of a sudden I started feeling like, I don't know, it was just really weird how I started feeling. I know it wasn't right, and I could feel like my lips swelling, and I thought, oh my god, this is so not right. I'm dead thirsty. I am dead thirsty. So I went over to the receptionist and I said, can I have a drink of water? So she went and got me a drink of water, came back, and I stood there. I think I had a mouthful. And then I don't remember anything about that. I remember lying on the floor, and the nurse was like trying to move me, so my legs were going onto the chair. And I was lying there, and I looked up at her. I was like, okay, what's happened here? And she said, oh, you've passed out. So I was like, oh, right, okay. So I was feeling a little bit cold, but like cold sweats, if that makes sense. So, yeah, after about a minute or so, I was like, I'll get back up now. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. So sat up, and the receptionist went to go and get some sugar to put in the water. And I remember talking to some old woman in the waiting room, and because I was saying, oh, thank you for helping me, because she'd come over as well. And I was, I was halfway through saying to her, this doesn't happen much. And apparently I just fell off the chair, flat out again. So the next time I come round, the dentist is next to me, and the nurse is on the other side, and they were carrying me into the the dentist chair thing. So I lay in the dentist chair, and all of a sudden I felt really, really tired. And I remember looking up at this like at the ceiling, and then I just shut my eyes, and I could hear people talking. I can't remember what they were saying, but I could hear people talking. And when I came round, there's an oxygen mask being put over me. He said, we've called for an ambulance. So that just immediately I was just like, oh shit, what have I done now? So yeah, and they the ambulance people came and took me off to hospital, but they were dead stupid though, because they like testing me for heart attacks, and I think when I got to the hospital, I think they just said it's because your blood sugar level's too low and you've been injected with that stuff. And then a couple of days later, the dentist rang my mum to see how I was doing and all that. And the dentist said that there was actually more adrenaline in this injection thing that they gave me. Plus, my own adrenaline was going, and if I hadn't had anything to eat, then obviously it's nothing to run on. So I just completely given way. And that hasn't really put me off going back to the dentist. It's just made me, I don't know why I've not been back. And it's going to be dead awkward now, because the next time I go back, they're going to say to me, why haven't you been to the dentist in such a long time? And I'm going to be like, I really don't know. So, yeah. So this is my first YouTube blog anyway. And, yeah, so I'm not really too sure why I'm doing one. I think it's because there are times when I get really bored and I will go off and do all these random things. And there's a person on YouTube, I'm trying to think what the account's called. It's something like Quietriot or something like that. I don't know. I'll try and put a link next to it on the video, so it's like that side. But she's absolutely mental. I would absolutely just love to meet her, because she just seems so off her head. It's really good. I can bite a nail. So yeah. So I can't think of anything more to say. So I'll see you on my next blog.